What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing today? It's your guy, DeMarcus here, and I'm here for today's motivational mix with the Beta Project. And you can always find me on Humble and Focus on YouTube, all one word. And we're going to talk today about, oh, I didn't change it. That's the wrong date, ladies and gentlemen. So that is not what we're going to talk about today, believe it or not. I'm going to pull that up for you right now. Today we're going to be talking about winning through loss. And today is June 26th. And it's today's quote is so you can't win unless you learn how to lose. Can't win unless you learn how to lose. So, I play a lot of sports, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? I play a lot of sports. And one of the things you learn about sports, you learn about the winning aspect. You got to learn to win. You got to learn to win. The best coaches don't teach you how to win. The best coaches teach you how to lose properly. I've been in too many sports games where guys get all butthurt because they lost a game. I've had guys sit on the ground pouting because they lost in the middle of a game. Just recently happened. I couldn't believe what was going on because we were losing. But one thing I can tell you right now, if you have anybody who's ever played any sport with me, they tell you I will fight to the end. I've had ankles that are rolled that I could not get up from. It's had back hurting. I've had knee problems. I popped a hamstring and crawled to first base. Win or lose, I'm going to go through it all, right? Because it's more than just the random process of winning. Because a winner doesn't just win. The winning happens after the winner continues. Everybody assumes that once you win, it's over. Everybody assumes that what you're trying to do is get to the win. But there's so much more that's more important than just the win that you have to get through if you want to actually keep the win. And ladies and gentlemen, the thing is, loss is a big deal. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about losses in losing a game per se. I mean, we could talk about winning through loss, but I'm going at it from a different angle because, ladies and gentlemen, we have a certain person that we feel we are. And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, we feel like where we are right now is where we're supposed to be, or we feel like we want more. But most people who feel like they want more aren't willing to take the steps to get more. Most people who have what they have are just kind of like, I'm fine where I am. I'm comfortable. We talk about being comfortable and what it actually does all the time. But the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to actually win, and by win is I mean get to the goals that you have in yourself. Get to the goals that you want for yourself, for your life, for the future of this nation, for your legacy. You got to talk legacy if we're talking about winning. And you, if you want a different, let me actually go into this. So I actually have some quotes I'm going to read here because, ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing about it. The new you and the old you cannot exist at the same time. Keep that in mind. The new you and the old you cannot exist. You cannot be who you were and also be who you are simultaneously. You cannot be who you are and also be who you want to be in the future at the same time. You can't even be the age you are right now and the age you will be at the end of this video because you will be older. Change is the only constant in life. The only thing in life that we can guarantee will change is change. Or sorry, yeah, I think that's right. I don't know. That might be pretty close, but it's right there. So we have to understand that to try to stay and stick with who we are now because that's who we are, we're actually trying to grab and hold on to the past us that we knew. So we are holding on to the past us that we knew instead of moving forward to the future of us, which will be necessary for the next step. It'd be like you're in 8th grade and you want to stay an 8th grader forever. It doesn't matter if you want to stay in 8th grade forever because you're still going to age. You get what I'm saying? Like I might be a 42-year-old 8th grader because I didn't want to change. I'm sitting in the same class. Hopefully by that time I'm teaching it. But the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, you have to let go of who you are now because the next version of you lies in the future. So we have to grow to get to that next level. So we have to lose who we are now or be willing to lose who we are now to win the battle for our future. Let go to find the new you. Where do they exist? Where are they? What are they? Who are they? If you want to be the most amazing personal development speaker, by not reading books, by not watching videos, by not investing in yourself, by not talking to people, by not going to seminars, you will not become what you want. You must do these things. And those things will change you and chip away at you. Like I was talking about that diamond analogy. A diamond is a stone. But if you don't chip away at the stone, it's just a rock, a shiny rock. You get what I'm saying? So let me kind of give you an example, ladies and gentlemen, because I want to give you a contrast of before and kind of after. So remember, I said you can't be the new you and the old you. They cannot exist at the same time, right? So if you want to be financially strong, you have to let go of broke you and the broke mentality that you have with that. If you want to be fast and speed, if you want to be fast, you have to let go of slow you. You have to train and train slow you, and slow you will get faster every single day. And when you go to the point where you realize where you were and where you are, you realize that it's the work between that bridges that gap. So we have two pieces of two mountains that must be taken. So instead of overtaking it, you're taking the bridge across, and the bridge across is that hard work. So if you want to be faster, you got to let go of slow you. If you want to be fit, you've got to let go of the overweight, fat version of yourself. And I'm not saying that to be rude, ladies and gentlemen, because that's something I struggle with myself sometimes. But you got to be willing to let go of that person to get to the next person. And the thing is, ladies, and actually, yeah, you know what I'll say now? The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, the easiest thing to do is to go back to the reversion of what you remember, because it was easy. It's easy to gain all this weight, then lose all this weight, and then go right back to it. Ding, 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 it happened to me. Why? Because it was a whole lot easier for me to eat the burgers, to eat the fries, to eat the Popeyes, to eat all this other stuff, because that was easy to get to. Just like going out and shopping at a fast food joint is a lot easier than coming home and cooking for half an hour. You see what I'm saying? So if you take the easy route, you're going to get easy results. That's why a lot of people are overweight, because they take the easy results instead of going out and doing the work. To get faster, you have to do the work. Even broke you, to get rid of broke you, that's mind work. It takes mind work and takes other financial steps outside of what you have. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you have $1 sitting in front of you, that dollar is not going to do anything but pay your bills. Until you invest that dollar to make $3, that's when people start making money. That's the reality of life. But they don't really teach us that in school. So we think that if we just work harder and put more hours out there and we get a better job, then but the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, the money will come in, the money will pay the bills, then the money will go away, then you'll work more hours, then your money will come in, your money pay bills, money will go away, and nothing will ever change. It's a vicious cycle. You know what I'm saying? So invest in yourself. That's all we're talking about, investing in yourself and doing the work. So if you want to be a smarter you, then you have to get rid of or let go of or lose uneducated you. If you want to be, now here's a huge one, ladies and gentlemen, this is big. Actually, I'm not going to, I'll do that one last. If you want to be a healthy you, then you got to get rid of the sick you, which means you got to put the right things in your body. The world, ladies and gentlemen, the world is actually created. There's always a remedy for any sickness you have in the world already created. And I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about in the world, the outside world of ourselves, things that we have not created. Put the right things in your body will react right. But the thing is, we're putting in soda and alcohol, we're putting in drugs and processed food that isn't real, putting in all this crap. And as this crap gets in our body's like, I don't know what this is. This isn't real. And your body starts to act up. So change your diet and see what happens. That'll make you not only a fitter you, but a healthier you instead of a fat sick you. Okay. People who need coffee, believe it or not, people who need coffee, what your body is telling you is that something has happened, that you've lost your energy, and you've just replaced coffee with that. You get what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. If you want to be a positive you got to get rid of, guess what? Negative you. The positivity cannot exist where the negativity exists. You cannot be happy and mad about the same situation at the exact same time. You can go, You try to be happy and sad at the same time. Start working. It's not working. There's no way for you to do that. So what I had to do is, me personally, I had to change my mindset because I wanted to be a happier person so I could give. My positivity could grow and give. So I had to change and stop thinking about all the negativity that was going on in my life and step away from it. And as I did, everything I stepped away from, instead of leaving a gap there for it to be refilled, I had to put something in there. So I put in that positivity so it could grow. And then here's the big one, ladies and gentlemen. Here, if you want to be a loved you, you have to get rid of the idea. You have to lose the idea that you are unlovable. I know you've had situations in the past that may not have hit you. I mean, that may not have you may not have dealt with. I know you have situations in the past that make you feel like you're not enough. Trust me. That's one of the things I'm working through. But the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a truth. Just because that guy didn't love you, or that girl didn't love you, or that guy didn't love you or treat you right, or that girl didn't treat you right, or just because of this, that, and the other, it does not mean you're not lovable. What it means is that that person didn't understand how valuable you are. Not everybody knows what a unicorn is. Some people see a unicorn and will treat it like a horse because they don't know what a unicorn is in all reality. So if you want to be a loved person, then let go of the idea you aren't lovable. Stop telling yourself that you're in love. See, and the crazy thing about it is that broke, slow, fat, uneducated, unlovable, sick, and negative, all those are things that we kind of take on as a descriptor, as a how can I say this? It's a label in the box that you're putting on yourself. Take those off. Pretend like they're stickers on a notebook in third grade. Take them off your notebook. They're not worth it. Instead, put on the things that you want, and that way, when your body thinks about you and your mind thinks about you, it thinks about who you want to be, and it'll help you get there. It'll work through the things that you want to work through. So that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. The old you and the new you cannot exist. You must lose your current self to gain your new self. And your new self is what's going to take you to the next level. Your current self is an accumulation of everything you've done to this point on. Everybody already knows. And that's what my video was going to be about today. For some reason, I wanted to do this one. So I guess somebody needed this one because this one jumped out at me and popped me in the face. But yes, you have to let go of who you were. You cannot exist with the future you that's going to be great and magnificent and the past you. Think about it backwards. If you're great right now, you cannot be a whole bummy person. If you're great and you're going forward now, they cannot exist at the same time. If you're depressed, you cannot be happy. You get what I'm saying? It's a cycle. So make sure that you're always placing what you want ahead of yourself and working towards that and letting go of the old you because it serves no purpose. Who you are right now serves no purpose other than getting you what you have right now. So if you want more from your life, then you need to do some changing. And that's all. You can't force anybody to change. The biggest thing I've been coming up with lately is I want to help everybody, but can't force anyone to change. So I can change me, and then through my works and my actions of loss, of losing who I was. And people will tell you, if anybody who's known me for years and years, they can tell you that the old DeMarcus, the one that used to cuss and act like a fool all the time and just act vulgar and everything else, he doesn't exist anymore. I had to lose him so I could feel comfortable sitting here talking to you, because that's what I want to do. I want to be a motivational speaker. That's what I want to do, right? The future me in the motivational speaking realm. I'm already here, but I want to go further. But he wouldn't have been that guy. That guy nobody listened to. But this time is different because I'm growing to something. That's what I'm saying. You must let go of who you are now to get to who you want to be. And that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I really do appreciate you being here. Winning through loss is a big deal. Lose those things. It's okay to lose. You want to lose these things because as you lose them, not only will you win, but you'll also be a little bit lighter and emotionally. Like, these are your baggages. If you want to know, broke, slow, fat, uneducated, unlovable, sick, and negative, those are actually bags that you put on yourself, and that's weight that you've gone and you've put on your body. So as soon as you are able to take those off, you'll be a lighter person and you'll be able to give more. And so here's my final quote. Boom. It's okay to lose, ladies and gentlemen. Just don't lose the lesson. Loss is not a bad thing, even in the reality of sports. But you have to learn what you're supposed to learn through that. Every time I lose a game, I need to know, okay, DeMarcus didn't do this right. Or what did we not do as a team right? Or what is this, what can we improve on? But if you're just sitting here complaining at the fact that you lost, then you're not learning anything, then it was worthless. Now let me tell you something else that's really big before I get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, since we're talking about winning and losing, the only way to win a situation is to actually get through the situation and learn what you're supposed to learn. Why is that important? Because if we do not step forward and step up and learn what we're supposed to learn, we repeat the same situation again. If you wonder why you keep finding the same type of men and women, if you wonder you keep finding the same type of jobs, it's because one, you haven't improved your value, and two, you didn't learn the lesson that you're supposed to learn, so you're going to have to repeat it because you've got to repeat that lesson to go to the next level. Do you remember Mario Brothers? Right? That right there is a great example of you have to win to go to the next level. If you don't win and you get hit, you don't learn to jump over. If you run straight into the character, and you're a little guy, you're going to die. You're going to lose a life. And then guess what? They don't send you to the next level. They send you right back to the end. Right back to the beginning. You start all over again. So be very conscious about what you're in right now. Like, take a valuation of your life. What are you in right now? What are you learning right now? Because if you're going through something, it's trying to teach you something so you can get to the next level. You've got to beat all of the level before you get to the next level. Otherwise, you got to hit the reset button and start all over. That's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I believe and I love in each and every single one of you. And it's time for you to let go. It's time for you to lose some things, ladies and gentlemen. There's no reason for you not to lose some things. It's a choice. You're not going to be the same tomorrow, so stop trying to hold on to something that doesn't even exist. You're not going to be the same as the end of this video, like I told you. So, even once you hear something, what I tell people is once you read something, you can't go back to the old person. Once you hear this message, you can't go back to the old person who didn't know. You just have to hear it and choose to ignore it, but you're still on a different path. You get what I'm saying? Everything has an effect. There go, JD. Everything has an effect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it. I appreciate you being here. Have a blessed day. Stay cool because it's hot out there. And check on your neighbors. If your neighbors are elderly, make sure that they're taken care of. You don't want nobody not well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to take care of one another. So that's all I got. Winning through loss. You can do it. Learn the lesson. And the last thing to show it one more time is you can't win unless you learn how to lose properly. That's all I have for you. Have a blessed day. I'll talk to you soon.